Good afternoon, people. PJT Rate My Beer and the infamous M. Right, there was a super chat from Foxy. One of the things asked a couple of weeks ago was for some standard supermarket beers. We were going to do a blind test on this one, but we decided not to.
What we're going to do is we're going to try these guys and see which one comes out best. Try them, see how. See
Three ruffians, isn't it? Really. This is part one of two. There's another one with Paulana, Wallsteiner, and Peroni. Because we've kept it around the same volume, all from Tesco's. I think they're all 660ml, aren't they? Yeah. You know, if you're into your supermarket stuff or you're on a tight budget and you can drink this rubbish, let's be honest, it's not a bad deal, is it? It's 3 for £6, £2 for 660ml.
I'm not snobby enough to go away from my roots enough to say I'm not going to drink these. Yeah, I'll drink these guys if that's what it's about. I'm going to drink it. So it'd be interesting to put them side by side and see which one actually comes out on top.
Yeah, I actually said to Michelle, she said, what about the size of the glass? I said, well, why pour it all in? Yeah, I'm not going to drink this. It's like, no way. But, you know, let's be honest, when I look back, when Madri first came out, I was drinking it on draft a few years ago. I was on holiday at the time, but I actually thought it was all right. It was hot. I was with some friends.
And it was new.
Yeah, and it was new. And when Moretti came out, I used to be quite a fan of that. But I went off that, obviously, a long time ago. And that's for Stella in the 4.6. No. Not as bad as the can, but let's be honest, you've got the bottle opener.
I've got the bottle opener here.
So what do you want to do? Just pour so much of everything and just have a look? I suppose you could put the bottle next to the one that it is, so if you might as well pour them.
Yep, I can do that one.
I'll let you pour them. If he likes feeling, you know, an element of yeah. But I mean, Moretti's, you know, it's a good all-rounder for people. People still do like it. I've never been, look at that pour, look. Jesus, I do.
I was trying to get a little bit ahead of it.
Yeah, we need to get something on it.
Okay, so that's that
There's
one.
the Moretti. Oh dear. When that was pouring out at first, I thought, was there actually any gas in it? So
Yeah.
give that bottle a shake. 4.5%, as I said, the Moretti, the Stella 4.6, and the Madri 4.5. So I say they're all similar in volume. Pretty much similar in taste. No, they're not, are they? In all due honesty. And it is interesting to do, you know.
Okay, so
Simon, obviously.
Can we do it that way? Yeah, that's not impeding things too much. We still got that one on.
Yeah, Simon from Real Craft Ale has done a few of these, but he does about 5 to 10 of them at once, and he's on his own. You're like, what happens to these drinks afterwards, Simon? Oh dear. But it's interesting, and it is interesting because your average person hasn't got all these perfect draft machines or blade machines, or well, not so much sub now because the sub's on a one-way trip, as we know, unfortunately, which is always bad, I think, if they discontinue a machine. But the talks were becoming way too expensive for your average person.
Okay, so I'm going to do it like this, and that runs in line with what's in the glasses because they're kind of getting in the way otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so to look at them visually, the Madri actually has a slightly darker colour, and it is very slight. The Stella is the lightest one.
Yeah, the Stella looks like proper pale compared to the other.
Yeah, it does.
The one I'd say looks the best is the Moretti, if I was honest, and I was looking at it.
Oh, there's hardly any bubbles coming up on the Moretti.
Yeah, and that is actually, I believe that's a nucleated glass from my friends at Hackney Church Brewery. Who's Agadoo sold out in record time on can. Just saying.
Of course.
A collaboration with ourselves, and funny enough, Simon from Real Craft Ale.
So, let's go in for the smell.
And funny enough, talking to Simon, he did actually challenge us to do some of these. So it's not quite the 10 you asked for, Simon, but there you go, there's 3.
Stella is smelling rank.
Okay. That just
wait till you smell those two in comparison to that one.
God.
Oh, it smells
What is it?
bad, doesn't it? This is really
Soapy?
really artificial, nasty kind of smell coming from that Stella. I like Stella.
And you're going to drink these all. Oh, good luck with that. Far away.
So, aroma-wise,
Moretti
the
by
Moretti
miles.
is coming in by a long chalk. It smells nice. It smells like beer. You're getting that maltiness. I am picking up some kind of real rank.
I don't know what it is, that Stella. And obviously they've only just,
kind of smell from it.
They've only just come from Tesco's literally a few days ago.
Yeah.
As I say, I do thank Foxy for the super chat. As I said, rather than just
this is actually quite interesting and quite fun, isn't it? I didn't expect them to smell so bad. The Stella is just edging
Madri.
it.
Reminds me of Neil in Liverpool. He loves a Madri.
That's not far off it. Well, okay. So I'm going to start with Stella because that one actually smells the worst.
No, it don't always mean that it's going to. Maybe you don't mind a supermarket Stella, in all due honesty.
I don't, but the smell that's coming off this isn't good.
Wow.
No, there's definitely not any wow factor there. Yeah, it kind of tastes a little bit watery, to be fair. And with not a lot of anything else. That really artificial smell that was coming through on there, fortunately, is not being transferred to the beer because it hardly tastes of anything.
Oh, I actually have to try these, don't I?
Nothing actually bad or good. It tastes very watery.
I actually have to try these as well. It don't give you food for thought, does it? You know, it's like, where's my perfect draft? On my Hackney Church.
It's got slight zestiness to it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I know, it smells bad, doesn't it?
It's just an average lager. You've got your malts, and that's it. Bang. It's the sort of thing, you know, if you think back to years ago, where you used to ask for a pint of lager, you get whatever was there, and that tastes like it's not offensive, I must admit. You know, if you were in the old working men's club many years ago, pint of lager, mate,
yeah,
and that's what you got, whatever it was.
You didn't even ask for it by brand, you just go pint of lager. I mean, you take what you're given. Slightly more taste to that, isn't there?
Yeah, the Madri.
It's got slightly more taste.
Well, there is a zestiness.
I wouldn't have expected that. Like I say, the zestiness is actually there. You can actually taste that. Okay.
It's got more going for it than the Stella. Doesn't always make you feel better. And this one should steal the show.
It's not.
Ooh. Because we need a little controversy.
With the aroma being what it was, I expected this to be head and shoulders above the other two. It smelled so much better.
You know, Eminem said it feels so empty without me. I'll tell you what, if I didn't try any of them three again, I wouldn't be that concerned.
I'm so sorry to say, the Stella is the weak link, and I would never have thought that.
The Stella's not making her feel better here, people. We have a problem, because this woman has drank some Stellas in her life. Believe
that
me.
That makes me feel seriously
I
sad.
find them under my bed.
What on earth did they do to Stella? I don't drink it anymore. And there's a reason that I must have picked up on what they were doing to it. It tastes like fizzy water. It's awful.
I tied out my bedroom and there's cans of Stella under here, and I'm like, okay, empty of course. It hasn't been for a while.
The Madri, I thought, looking at these three, the Madri was going to be the weak link, and it would be, you know, between the Moretti and the Stella. No.
Right, this is my take on this. I'm not into any three of these. I'm not a beer snob, as she tries to say anything. I quite happily drink fancy kind of from the supermarket. I like what I like. I am quite set in my ways. I'm not going to change. I'll never go back. If I saw most of this rubbish in a pub in the UK, what would I drink?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero. There you go. But, and I've got to admit this, and this is really weird, the Madri's alright.
This is...
I can't believe I'm actually saying that.
Influencing me. For me, looking at those 3 beers, the Madri for me was the weak link. It was going to be the one that I was going to go,
well,
that's real. It's actually coming out on top.
I reviewed Madri once in a bottle of can when you had the sulks. And I did it behind the other bar over there. This was ages ago.
This is so surprising.
And it was horrible. That's totally, like a totally different drink. You know, they're all brewed in the UK, aren't they now? Even this is, I'm sure. I can't read it back on the back. Yeah. Brewed in the UK by Heineken, yeah. We know that's brewed in Wales and we know that's brewed in Birra. So they're all UK brewed. And yeah, we can go into that. Other things about what's brewed in the UK, I totally disagree with all that because Hackney Church Brewing, other UK brewers, they're all brewed with the same water that they use with them. It's what you do with the water is what counts. But that Madri on a hot day, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm well known for panning that drink.
Yeah.
I'm
going to agree.
I don't care what you say.
This isn't what I expected at all. It really isn't.
I could actually drink that and quite enjoy it. I actually could, and I've never ever thought. Out
of the 3, it's coming out on top, taste wise. The Moretti smelled much better.
Yeah, the Moretti's okay. Don't get me wrong, but it was bog standard, as I say. It's no different.
I don't know what they've done to Stella, but it tastes.
Like... But Moretti's like a Carlin, a Carlsberg, whatever, in a pub. You know, your low range beer. There's nothing set in the world alike about that. The Stella's just atrocious. It smells atrocious. It tastes atrocious.
And it tastes bad.
For me,
that one's winning it.
I can't believe I'm even saying this.
Yeah. Well, isn't that a surprise? I didn't expect that.
I would never have expected to rate that beer that I've panned so much.
Yeah. Out of the 3, it's the most drinkable. It's got the most flavour. It's got a nice citrusy to it.
It's Spanish. It's from Madrid or Birra.
Yeah.
But no, it's, you know, I don't know. Maybe I had a dodgy Madri before, but I just that. As I say, it's not nice today. The weather. We've got the rain and it back again. Obviously, like we have half the time, but that Madri's all right. You know, on a hot summer's day, if that was an option in a pub, I would take that.
Of the options that are here.
Well, half the options in half the pub, so unless you go to a halfway decent pub.
That is actually, I never would have thought it. If I went into a pub and those were the options, I would probably have picked that. And it's the worst out of 3.
It's not always as bad on draft as in the bottle, though. You've got to give it that bit. But judging on this, yeah.
I'm quite...
I went off Moretti ages ago. People rate it on the Blade. That's fair enough. We had it on the Blade. We tried it 3 times and we had that machine that... I don't know, the machine's all right, but that's for the beer on it. Not a lot, and it was horrible, wasn't it? It was like, and we used to love it, you know. It was just one of them things, but that
it still smells better than those 2.
You can smell what you like. It's the taste that counts at the end of the day. But there you go. I think obviously the Stella is definitely rock bottom here.
There's something really artificial and nasty going
it's like
on
one,
with that.
2, 3. If you were choosing that way, which I didn't see this one coming.
It's got the better taste.
Yeah.
That is really crazy. I never in a million years would have called it this way.
I don't know.
I've taken the mickey out of this beer so many times.
So have
I.
But it's not. I mean, I'm biased. It's not no world beater, but out of the 3.
Out of the 3, what we're tasting here now, that one is coming out on top.
Shock, horror.
Yeah.
Madri 1. I'll probably lose a load of subscribers for this video. I probably won't have anyone left after that. We're calling out Madri here. Oh dear, we won't be classed as beer tubers, we'll be classed as white jacket people or something. But no, that's how it is, you know. It's one to do. I mean, do this at home.
Yeah, try it yourself.
It costs you £6 and it's worth messing about, especially anyone that does YouTube.
Yeah, I think you would be surprised the same way I'm surprised. I didn't expect that result.
I'm just shocked. what can I say? We've done you already in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's time to say bonjour. We haven't got an intro because we got done for copyright on it. So
yeah.
At least it won't be 16 minutes. Right. There is a part 2, as I say, with Peroni, Wolfsteiner, and Paulana, which should be somewhat more interesting.
That is
Again, the 3 bottles for £6, although not as big as these ones. Right. Bonjour.